You're standing in a supermarket aisle, holding a carton that says fat-free. You think you're making the healthy choice. You're not. And the reason why is 60 years old. That choice wasn't really yours. It was made for you decades before you were born by people you will never meet who were paid to lie to you. This isn't a theory. There are documents, there are names, there are receipts. It starts in 1965 with a man who was not a scientist. He worked for an organization called the Sugar Research Foundation. His job was simple: protect sugar. His name was John Hickson. And in 1965, Hickson had a problem. For almost all of human history, sugar was rare. A little honey, some fruit in season. That was it. Your body was built for a world with almost no sugar in it. Then, in a single century, that world vanished. By the 1960s, sugar was in everything, and scientists were getting suspicious. New research was pointing at sugar as a cause of heart disease. Heart disease was the #1 killer in America, and sugar was sitting right in the middle of the investigation. So Hickson decided to change the story. Not with better science, with a checkbook. He hired 3 scientists from Harvard, one of the most trusted names on earth: Dr. Stair, Dr. McGandy, and Dr. Mark Hegsted. Their assignment had a code name, Project 226. The goal wasn't to find the truth. The goal was already decided. Clear sugar. Blame fat. Hickson paid them about $6,500, roughly $50,000 in today's money. He told them the conclusion he wanted, and they delivered it. In 1967, their review was published in the New England Journal of Medicine, the most respected medical journal in the world. It declared the answer settled. Fat and cholesterol caused heart disease. Sugar? Barely mentioned, a minor footnote. Nowhere in the paper did it say who paid for it. The journal didn't require that disclosure back then, so to every doctor who read it, it looked like pure, independent science. It wasn't. It was an advertisement wearing a lab coat, and if it had stopped there, it would already be a scandal. But this was only the surface, because one of those Harvard scientists didn't fade away. Mark Hegsted kept climbing. In the 1970s, he went to work for the United States government. He helped write the first federal dietary guidelines, the official advice handed to an entire nation. And what did that advice say? Eat less fat. The same message, now stamped by the government. Almost overnight, fat became the enemy. Butter, eggs, red meat, all suspects. And the food industry saw an opportunity. They started making everything low-fat. But there was a problem. Fat is what makes food taste good. Take the fat out, and it tastes like cardboard. So they replaced it with something else. They replaced it with sugar, the exact thing the original cover-up was protecting. And here is where it reaches you. You see fat-free, low-fat, light. You believe you're being good to your body. You're eating more sugar than any humans in history. You gain weight, you feel tired, you blame yourself, you assume you have no willpower. But you were following the rules. The rules were the trap. Step back and you'll see the pattern. This is the same playbook the tobacco industry used. Don't disprove the danger, just manufacture doubt. Fund the friendly study, attack the honest scientist. And there was an honest scientist. His name was John Yudkin. In 1972, Yudkin published a book called Pure, White, and Deadly. His warning was blunt. Sugar, not fat, was killing us. For saying it, he was ridiculed and pushed out. His career was buried while the fat story won. He died before the documents proved him right. But the worst part wasn't the lie they told. It was the truth they hid. In the late 1960s, the sugar industry quietly funded another study, this time on live animals. Code name, Project 259. Picture a lab, cages, rats fed a diet heavy in sugar, and the early results were alarming. Signs linking sugar to heart problems and to bladder cancer. Results the industry absolutely did not want to exist. So they did the simplest thing imaginable. They cut the funding. The study stopped. The findings were never published. Buried for 50 years. All of this stayed hidden until one person went looking. Kearns. She wasn't even a heart doctor. She was a dentist. She spent years digging through old industry archives, and she found the letters, the contracts, the receipts. In 2016, she published it all in a medical journal. The cover-up was finally out in the open, 60 years late. So tonight, when you reach for the healthy option, and the label promises you 0 fat, remember that the map in your hand was drawn by someone who was paid. Every time you felt weak, Every time you blamed your own body, you were obeying rules written by people protecting a product. You weren't failing yourself. You just never knew that on the other side of the table, someone was counting on you not to ask.